You're listening to the Pursuing Alpha podcast, hosted by Charles Brandon Snyder.
You don't have an accent, but yet you are completely bilingual. In fact, you speak mostly Spanish in your household.
Yeah. So with my siblings, it kind of goes 50-50 because they kind of grew up in the same circumstances as me, where second generation. And so we go 50-50 English and Spanish here. But my parents, they don't understand English, especially my dad. So I communicate strictly in Spanish with him. My mom understands English somewhat, and she can speak it a little bit. But for the most part, it's all Spanish. All Spanish.
And it's neat because there's a couple of cases I don't think I would have actually been able to be the best planner with them because you're actually sitting in that room with me and you could actually communicate because they had a spouse that was strictly Spanish speaking.
Spanish speaking, yeah. That's where I'd like to see. That's where I want to provide value. I know a lot like you were saying, there's a lot of instances where you might not know where a client is from, what they speak. So there's value in having another person there that speaks a different language, but also that understands the different culture where they're coming from and the sort of the standards that they hold.
I think it's really hard to actually have this conversation in our culture today because you're so afraid to offend. And I think it's neat that we have such a cool culture in our office that we can actually have these deep conversations about different cultures and be okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
You have to. And you know, you used to be able to do that. I remember growing up and being around different cultures and being able to just, you know, because y'all, and I'm saying y'all as being American Mexican, right, is y'all just have different traditions than what, you know, a German or an Italian does, right?
Yeah. So
I don't think either one's good or bad. I just think it's different, right? And
Mexicans
so it's neat.
Mexicans are very, very Catholic. They are, to say the least, very Catholic. They hold a very traditionalist worldview in that sense. That's probably as far as I'll go touching on that subject. But that being said, I also consider myself a Catholic, so
it's good. I think it's neat, but what I think is cool about it is it opens the firm up to being more
open.
Well, just providing better service.
Right.
So it wasn't a service I could have provided efficiently that I wouldn't be able to provide.
Yeah.
You know, because we didn't have we had Zach way back when, which he had a master's in Spanish, and it was great to have Zach. And so, but it's different when you have somebody that has grown up in the culture that you've grown up, because not only can you speak the language, you actually understand the culture behind the language. And so it's really fun for us on that side of it. And it's been huge value. And we have a massive case that we're working on right now that I'm 100% confident that I worked on them for 3 years. Huge multi-businesses, have 8 different businesses all over West Texas. And I just don't think without having you in that room that we would have, been able to service them or actually, implementing a full-on financial plan. And we've done a really good job with that. And so I'm extremely excited about it. And I think we're going to do a lot of great work because I think that family needs it. And it's multi-generational, right? And it's the parents and the second generation starting to run the businesses.
Yeah, so they're literally almost in the same boat as I am.
Right.
So there's a lot that we can communicate on that aspect, not only on, hey, this is how we can help you out, but this is how we also connect on a deeper, more human level.
And it's fun. And that's a cool part. It is fun. That's
getting to know just different people from different walks of life. It's very rewarding.